All right, so you're a networking pro. You live and breathe BGP, OSPF, you know this stuff inside and out. But let's be real, the entire landscape is shifting under our feet. That's why today we're going to lay out a 6-month roadmap. Think of it as a blueprint to take all that amazing expertise you have and evolve it for the future, a future in cloud and AI infrastructure. Okay, let's just get right to it. You've mastered the on-prem world. Building those complex, resilient networks, you could probably do it in your sleep. So, the real question is, what's next? What's the evolution of your skill set? Where do you go from here to stay ahead of the curve? And this really gets to the heart of it. On the left, that's the world we know and love. Routers, switches, BGP. It's about keeping things running. But look to the right. That's the new world. We're talking cloud, AI fabric, zero trust. And the skills are totally different. TGW, ROS, infrastructure as code. It's a massive shift in thinking, really. You're not just the person who keeps the lights on, you're the architect building what's next. So here's how we're going to break it down. We'll start with the big picture, this new evolution. Then we'll dive into 3 phases: mastering cloud, tackling the AI frontier, and then automating your impact. And finally, we'll pull it all together with your transformation blueprint. Okay, let's kick things off with the big idea. The engineer's next evolution. And listen, this isn't about just grabbing another cert. This is about making a strategic leap from being a subject matter expert to becoming a truly indispensable leader in this industry. So what is this new role exactly? Think of it as a composite expert. You're not just managing a network anymore. No, you're the one who designs, secures, and automates the crazy high-performance infrastructure that powers, well, everything that matters today, from the latest cloud apps to gigantic AI training clusters. And here's the path laid out over 6 months. It's totally structured. First up, weeks 1 through 4, we're building that core cloud networking and security foundation. Then, for the next 2 months, we go deep, specializing in AI data center networking. And we finish strong in the last stretch, focusing on automation and IAC. That's where you become a real force multiplier. All right, let's jump into phase 1, mastering cloud. The whole idea here is to build a rock-solid AWS foundation and do it fast, in just 4 weeks, by building on top of all the networking concepts you already know. Phase 1, let's do this. And your journey starts immediately with a 7-day AWS networking fast track. I want to be clear, this is not for beginners. This is designed for people like you, network pros, so we can map your existing knowledge directly onto the AWS ecosystem and do it fast. And just look at how fast this moves. Day 1, you're nailing down VPC concepts. Just 2 days later, boom, you're architecting with Transit Gateway. By day 5, you've got load balancers down. And get this, by the end of the first week, you're actually building a hands-on hybrid architecture project. It's all about speed, practical skills, and getting value right away. Okay, so once that first week is done, we zoom out to the full month. Week 2 is all about hybrid cloud. This is your sweet spot, right? Transit Gateway, Direct Connect, you'll feel right at home. Then in week 3, we start layering on the crucial security piece, things like IAM and guard duty. And we cap off the month in week 4 by tackling modern zero trust architecture. We're talking the core principles that really define how we build secure networks today. Okay, phase 2. Now we're getting into the really cool stuff. The AI frontier. This is where you elevate your game big time. We're entering the super specialized, super high-value world of AI infrastructure. Phase 2. This is where things get really interesting. So what's one of the key technologies you need to know here? Let's talk about something called RDMA, specifically ROS. That's RDMA over Converged Ethernet. Now, this stuff is basically magic. It lets servers in an AI cluster talk directly to each other's memory, completely bypassing the CPU. So why is that such a huge deal? Well, it's what unlocks the insane low-latency bandwidth you absolutely need for massive AI training jobs. It is a total game changer. So during this phase, you're going to be getting your hands dirty with some seriously cutting-edge stuff. We're talking high-performance fabrics with RDMA and ROSI. You'll be designing those massive spine leaf architectures, getting deep into large-scale Layer 3 design, and even looking at specific tech from leaders like NVIDIA. The whole point is to deeply understand the totally unique traffic patterns and demands that AI workloads throw at a network. All right, on to our final phase, phase 3, automating impact. Look, once you have all that cloud and AI architecture knowledge, this is how you scale yourself. This is how you become a legitimate force multiplier on any team. Phase 3. This is the final pillar, and honestly, it might be the most important one for scaling your career. And the progression here just makes sense. First, you're going to master the fundamentals of Python for networking. Making API calls, automating configs with libraries you've probably heard of like NetMiko. Then, you graduate to Terraform, the undisputed king of infrastructure as code, to build and manage your AWS environments. And the best part? You'll tie it all together by building a real portfolio project, like a script that can deploy a fully secure, compliant VPC from nothing. That's powerful. Okay, and that brings us to the payoff, your transformation blueprint. This is where we put all the pieces together and talk about the final tangible thing you walk away with, your capstone project. Yeah, this really says it all. This final project, it's not just some homework assignment. It's the integrated proof that you've mastered all these new skills. This is going to be the absolute centerpiece of your portfolio, the thing you show to prove you can walk the walk. And just look at what goes into this thing. You're building a multi-VPC network with a transit gateway. You're layering on zero-trust security policies. You're incorporating the design principles for an AI fabric. You're building hybrid cloud connectivity. And here's the kicker, the entire thing is deployed automatically with your Terraform code. This one project proves you can do it all, soup to nuts. So after all that, the outcome is crystal clear. You're not just a network engineer anymore. You've become a cloud, security, and AI infrastructure engineer. You are now fully equipped to lead the charge in this new era of networking. And if you're wondering why I go through all this, well, this chart says it all. Look, a traditional network engineer, your value is strong. A cloud network engineer, high value, for sure. But when you become this composite cloud and AI infra engineer, your value in the marketplace becomes absolutely exceptional. You're putting yourself in a whole new category with way less competition and way, way more demand. So there you have it. We've laid out the vision, the 3 phases, the tech, and the final outcome. The blueprint is right here in front of you. So the only question left for you is, are you ready to start building?